calling all campers, get all your stuff out the cabins, because it is the finale of Kamp Koral. After this, there is no more Kamp Koral. The series was cut off. It was done right here. So we will be experiencing the finale together. And I'm not going to lie, I will miss it. This show has kind of become a comfort one. I think it's kind of cool, soft, to see them in their youth, really when they're children. But for some reason, they just kind of wanted to end it right here. So we will see what this has to offer. I think there's only one whole episode, so it's not 2 parts. Just one whole thing for the last hurrah. And if you guys have been really enjoying Kamp Koral, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what else you want to see after Kamp Koral. More SpongeBob. Another series. I will say this now. There's going to be so many ideas, so many non-reaction videos once we finish Kamp Koral. And I don't want to say it just yet because I don't want to manifest it or people to steal the ideas. But they are coming, so support that. Be on the lookout for that. Alright, enough lollygagging, dilly-dallying, marketing. Let's finish Kamp Koral. So, for the final time, Kamp Koral, SpongeBob's Under Years, Season 2, Episode 13. End of Summer Days. The final time we will hear this theme song. I'm gonna miss it. I've already said it, but yeah. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. The buses are here. Bikini Bottom. Oh.
It's the last day of summer.
Yeah.
Sad to say, that means camp is over. So have your cries and say those goodbyes.
Hug your friends and make your amends.
Very comics.
Dust your bumps and stow your trunks.
Oh, French. Yeah. Oh man.
Nothing without my microphone.
I always thought Perch Perkins was like older. You know what I mean? He's their age. That's interesting. Number 2.
I don't want to see any trash left in that cabin.
Hey, they get acknowledged.
Those buses ain't waiting for no one.
Almost ready. Just packing a little snack for the road. Help me!
Just hurry it up.
All the blood.
So much, Squid Bro.
Squid Bro. Next summer.
I think something inside me just ripped.
Hand show me, like, aren't you all gonna be together still?
Get your tissues here.
Yay. Sparkling seawater.
I never thought this times.
Oh, that's a shame. One more time and your next resuscitation would...
I wonder, yeah, do we actually go back to Bikini Bottom? Like, ooh. I legit have no idea how the show ended. Like before, right? There's like small glimpses or you see on media like this happened. I legit have no idea how this is gonna end. And we haven't seen SpongeBob at all. Where is he? Oh my god, do they forget him? Oh no, he's right here.
Hey, Sandy. Want to sit with us on the bus?
Thanks for the invite, SpongeBob. But future Sandy says I should take the express train back home.
Future Sandy.
For the good of the timeline.
The good of the timeline.
See you for tea at the Tree Dome.
What did any of that mean?
Probably some Texas thing.
What? Wait. I'm so confused.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Do their like memories get wiped or something? Cause remember, like that's the first time they met. But now, oh, you're leaving Kamp Koral. Oh my god. Okay. Narlene, of course. Last time we seen Narlene.
More expensive.
Oh, they got his wallet.
The last score of the summer.
Bikini Bottom Navy. Ooh, his ID. Man, low key, we've been getting some small like glimmers of Mr. Krabs. The clown thing. Yeah, it's all deserted. No one's here. Is this where Narlene and the? Oh, he stayed. Oh no, it's SpongeBob. Remember, he had an episode where he was actually the only one here. And Patrick stayed. Why wouldn't you check this before you leave?
SpongeBob's and trash Rick. Check.
The cereal box every time, man.
Patrick, I just couldn't let summer be over without finally catching my very first jelly.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Summer be over without using the outhouse just one more time.
I love how they still use that as like his thing, his character arc. Because SpongeBob doesn't have a character arc in like the actual SpongeBob, the original SpongeBob. In Patrick Starship, technically, right? It's like finding a job, kind of. Hey, nice. He did the chant. Woo. Like when he was gonna catch No Name / friend. Too good to be true. It's too easy. If it's too easy, it's not worth it. It's not gonna happen. She has a throne. Is there someone that checks? Or do you remember the cars that were alive? Is it back to this? No, there's someone in there.
Now that all the brats are
Oh, the thief. Yeah, they just said his name, but kind of missed it.
to bake our loot into pies. The cops will never think to look for gold.
A pie, a bomb factory.
But what are the boysenberries for? Why would we make boysenberry pies? Because they're delicious. Now let's get our first batch in the oven. Then we can take a swim in the lake. Oh boy! I could use a dip after all our thievery.
There was also a thief episode, I think, in season 13 or 14.
I'm never gonna catch a jellyfish. Sure. Jellyfish?
I don't know about that.
Oh, you're right. I do need to clear my mind. And
Empty
what better
my
way to do
mind.
that than with a relaxing soak in Lake Yucky Muck.
Well, you are there alone. So there's no point to really have a towel. Not a towel, but be covered. If you are there alone, naked and everything. That does suck, though. Oh, this is right there was an ad break. Has it already been 10 minutes? It has. Wow.
Oh boy.
So the episode ended right there.
Someone left me to bake it.
Win.
Here we are baking even more pies.
They're not handsome enough.
What? Hey, whoa! Handsome Sponge. Oh, what? Handsome SpongeBob and Patrick. What?
Patrick, they're criminals.
Yeah. And they're wanted. Yeah, we definitely have seen them before. Or this is technically maybe their first ever
We're
appearance.
just a couple of kids. There's only one thing we can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, criminals of all ages,
It's the voice again.
prepare yourselves for a night of justice. It's the one, the only Barnacle Boy.
Wonderful boy. And they're back in their outfits.
Now you know him, you love him. Put your hands together so he can cuff 'em. It's Mermaid Man. SpongeBob.
This is interesting. You know, I always thought we saw them in Camp Coral, like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. I always thought that we saw a kid's version of them. That's interesting we didn't. There's only that one episode. No. Wait, no, wait.
That's it. Thank you, Mr. Jellyfish.
The conch signal? No, okay. It's jellyfish.
Jellyfish, I know I can do
I'm getting too excited about what could and couldn't happen.
friends. Who wants to be my first catch?
He's trying at least. All the calculations.
Oh, it's still not working. I'm never gonna rescue Patrick like this. just need to take Patrick's advice and clear my mind.
Empty my mind.
Think what now?
He caught it. He caught it.
Oh my gosh, I did
He finally did it. Dude, that's the same as the movie. Yes. He did it. He caught the jellyfish.
Guess what? I did it.
About 70 episodes.
Finally did it.
Yes.
I caught
Give him the badge.
Wow. I can't wait to tell Patrick.
Oh yeah, the whole point of that was...
To save him from those criminals. Time to catch me a jellyfish army.
Yeah. And again, because you do it once, you can now just do whatever. And this also is his like main hobby, right? So he can do it now. He can tame it. Oh, this is great. Yes. This was literally the only way you could end actually Kamp Koral. To have him actually catch the jellyfish that's actually was said in the very first episode. So I love how they actually made that like his arc. We know. Look at him. He's a master now. But now let's get Patrick. Come on.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Is it Neon Genesis? Thank you. Oh, hey, the sensei's here. Nice. The badge.
My very own jellyfishing bag.
Yes.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
He did it.
Okay, let's get to work.
These strawberry pies? Oops.
Nice. This is great too. He's using the jellyfish obviously as like the last hurrah, the last yeah, this is great.
Bet you guys are urging to turn your line. Ow!
This reminds me of like a Mario level. Oh yes. Down the scary waterfall. But like, how did they get home though? I mean, I assume they recognize, hey,
Games, you are going to march yourself over here and
the queen jellyfish. Look at that. That's actually very, sorry for language, badass.
Sea creatures, attack!
Attack! Sea creatures, attack! Just like Mermaid Man. That's great. He nuked them, but there they are. They forgot them.
Oh, thank Neptune! I'm so happy!
Aw, thanks, Camp Master Krabs. We love you too.
What? No! I'm happy I won't get sued for losing any more campers. Now get on the bus
Yeah.
and let's get out of here!
Patrick, are you feeling okay?
I think those pies I ate were too rich.
This whole summer, I never knew that kid was a walking treasure chest. Oh, Patrick, if you feel yourself getting queasy on the ride home, feel free to lose your lunch into this.
Is this a money bag?
Oh, a bag is a bag is a bag.
Oh, there,
All right, Mrs. Puff, time to go.
Yep, officially time to leave camp.
Let's take the extra bumpy road home.
Yeah. Wow, like why do I feel emotional right now?
Well, Patrick, that was one wild summer at Camp Koral, huh?
It was.
I can't wait to have even more adventures next year.
Next year. I mean, we know it's continued.
Yeah.
Everyone hold on to your seats. Here come the bumps.
I can't hold it anymore.
This was fun.
Elwood. Okay, that's how we're gonna end it, right? There's nothing else. But you know, we'll hear the ending song one last time. There we go, everyone. There we go. There we go. That is Kamp Koral. We are officially done with it. We are caught up. And it is done. Dang. I felt, and this is just me because I love continuity and maybe looking deeper into things, but I would have loved this to be like, hey, now we're going to go into Bikini Bottom and see that version of everyone in the city. That would have been so much fun. You know, but again, I'm not gonna stand here and be like, oh, it wasn't that trash. Nah, because remember, this is its own series, its own thing. And what I did love about this actually was they used the story arc of SpongeBob of capturing the jellyfish. He never caught one. So the fact that they had that from the first episode and they actually had that, really, it was kind of during the series. And also, too, I'm glad they didn't, the one episode where he did catch it, I'm glad they didn't use that as his first time. And then in the last episode, bam. And that also helped him with the thieves, the robbers, and get Patrick back. So I thought from that standpoint, it did what it needed to do. There were some implications here. The Sandy thing, that was, I'm going to have to somehow connect all this together because she said, I'm taking the expressway because of timeline things. And then saying, I'll see you at T in the Tree Dome. And then he was like, I don't know what that means. But remember, T in the Tree Dome, that's the first time that they meet. But if they've already met at Kamp Koral, that's a continuity issue. Unless there's something of, there's a mind-wiping thing that happens in between right now and then. I don't really know. So that's really confusing for me if we're looking into continuity and things that, you know, plot holes and all that. And then, yeah, we saw those robbers before. He becomes a master of the jellyfish. He becomes Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, which is interesting because I remember seeing photos of young Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy here. But I guess maybe that was just like an illusion or something fake. Because the only thing we got of them besides the costumes, it was that episode where they were still the adult version of themselves. So, very interesting. But yeah, this was an okay finale. Like I said, I think they did enough with kind of like leaving camp with the whole Sandy thing. They also had Narlene there and, you know, last scam. They had SpongeBob in his arc and then they kind of stayed there. So it's really all you can really do at this point. Could they have gone something bigger, more grand and better? I think so for sure. But right, it was cut in half. Maybe, again, I'm not really sure how the cancellation happened. If it was just like, oh, I cut the cord, like in G5 type of situation. Or if it was more just like, it's okay, guys. You know, we're done with this experiment. I'm not really sure how they went about this. But nonetheless, it was okay. Still satisfying. And I thought it could have been a lot grander, bigger, better. But I understand why it wasn't. So, I guess if maybe we're going to just summarize Kamp Koral. Because the ideas I have for this series and really what it means for more content, there's going to be a lot. So I don't really want to spoil a lot of that and my thoughts on it and everything. But I think once you kind of give this series a chance, and I don't mean one episode, I don't mean 3 episodes, I don't even mean 10 episodes. I mean like literally just watch the first season, watch the whole show. That's what I mean when I say give something a fair shot. I don't mean just watch it 2 episodes and I'm going to write a review on it and then say it's horrible. I've seen too many of that out there. Like people just watch 1 episode or they have like initial impressions or half the season, and they already write it as if that's what the show is. I think it's pretty lazy when they do that. I get it's a lot of time, but you know, if you're gonna like critique something, at least go into it all the way. So I do think this was heavily overhated, much like everything else, right? The Patrick Star Show too. That one really like settled into its own thing. I still think Kamp Koral is the weakest out of all the things we've seen, but it still has its own charm. Yes, the animation sometimes in the beginning was a bit wonky since it's 3D, but that's also its aesthetic. That's why it's different. And they actually do not use callbacks at all, or not at all, but like they don't rely on that. Like the humor is a lot different here. I can't really pinpoint my finger on it, but it is different. They use more of like Mrs. Puff. They give the background characters a lot more shine. Like there's times where they have their own episodes. I love the idea of the patches things. Like that's their objective. I wish they leaned into that a little bit more here, but still like different. Also too, they use the camp as just like one world versus Bikini Bottom when there's like 50 million other places and so vast. So this is really cool that like they keep it centered and it's mainly from the cabins or maybe a couple points from Kamp Koral, like the Porpoise Peak or other things. So I still think there's its own little thing. And yeah, just I understand like the hate of maybe recontextualizing things. But I don't know, like this series is one of the most popular of all time. It's gonna be ever changing. And at the same time, you can't say that, oh, it's because the creator didn't like it. Well, the creator actually knew about this before his passing. And as well, too, that quote, that's from 2009, 2000 something. It's like over 10, 20 years ago. And he worked on also like some of the later seasons of SpongeBob. Before his passing, he worked on the Sponge Out of Water movie, I believe. Or, yeah, that movie. So he's been involved with modern SpongeBob. So just because it goes against your belief of like season 1 through 3 in the movie, you know, I think that's the only excuse they can like use to say why the show is bad or they don't accept the show. I have not seen someone that has seen this show from beginning to end and their first impression was, oh, it's because the creator didn't want it. They always have to say that. They always have to say that. But he knew of this. So what else do you got? Yeah, again, like I'm not saying it's a masterpiece. I'm not saying it's better than the Patrick Star Show. I'm not even saying it touches near close to what original SpongeBob is. Or even like from what we know right now of SpongeBob. But I think it's this little cozy, quaint thing. And if you really love the series, the IP, and you don't really care about continuity issues and you just kind of have fun with it, it's a solid series. It's a solid prequel. And the fact that they don't really shove down this continuity thing, all these things down your throat, they don't throw all the callbacks, the references there. Again, there's actually a lot of times in the show where they don't. And it's like, oh, you could have done this, but they don't do it because, again, they're staying in their lane. Or maybe just higher-ups are telling them, hey, you can't do this. Either way. But there is still a lot of things to look into, like the beginnings, the origins of things. There's also the whole thing with this timeline thing going on. So, all in all, I think it was solid. Right? We go through all that to say it's okay. I don't mind it. I'm more interested in, oh, there's this beginning. How does this start off or branch into the rest of SpongeBob as we know? What's even happening before that? And they kind of had some little again, just like they foreshadow things a lot of the time, and that's kind of what I like. Because like then we see SpongeBob saying to like Plankton, "Hey, you know, you could use chum. Oh, I made the Krabby Patty, but the recipe's gone." Or even with Larry, "Hey, like you have to be stronger," even though they're already like the jock camp, but still. So I really enjoyed all this. And this also excites me because if this project is done, Kamp Koral, they have mentioned Kamp Koral in the mainline series and even in some of the movies too. So there is a puzzle, there is a timeline that they are trying to construct now, and that's the really fun thing. We can see, ooh, when does this begin? When does this happen? And then just to piece everything together, even if it's messy and it doesn't make sense. I think that's really fun. And that also excites me for future projects. I've talked about this. It's actually funny. When this airs, this would basically have been just done later on. But there was an episode in season 16 where they went back to high school and they talked about, oh, like that's my old teacher, and oh, let's go back there and everything. So that's an idea that I have for the series, is like they could go into high school. You know what I mean? But I guess then you would recontextualize the ages of them all. But I think that's what's coming up. I think, right, we have the beginning years, the under years. Then we have the Patrick Star Show, which is them kind of like in, like maybe like just graduated high school, maybe college. And then we have our original SpongeBob, where they're already working, they're adults. But we are missing this teenage, space. So that is where I think, if they're smart, they do a spin-off, a rebrand of a high school version of them. Because we know the beginning now. We could even go further in the beginning, but I know they won't do that. We just see baby pictures and stuff, but not like, oh, this is this, and this is where they met, this is where they met. That's like true origins. That'd be cool. But technically, Kamp Koral is the origin of like the friendships and where everyone is at. So I'm thinking too much about it, but yeah, we are missing that portion, and I think that's what's gonna come up at some point in the future. And that's gonna be crazy because they got Reef and Squidward. That would be insane. Squilliam and them in band class. Maybe that's why we don't see Squilliam so often, because they're saving him for that whole thing. I'm being crazy. Sorry for all the ranting here, but yeah, I just really wanted to share I guess my excitement for SpongeBob just releasing stuff. Again, it's one of my most favorite things in the entire planet, in the entire world. On my tombstone, I should have something with SpongeBob on there. I just have to. It's something that's really, it's been ever present in my life. From when I was a kid, it's my favorite thing in the world. Probably even before I knew of a consciousness. Like it was playing on the background. It was always there. And then, I grew up with this seasons 1 through 6, 7. I kind of stopped for a little bit just because high school was there, but it's still in that time I was watching like the edited version because I was edgy and a teenager and everything. For a while, and then I just, at some point I was like, hey, I kind of want to get back into it. So then I rewatch it, or like I always kind of rewatched it with my siblings and stuff. The specials, the holiday episodes as well. And then just years down the line, I'm like, hey, I kind of want to get back into SpongeBob. I want to see. And then I saw Friendiversary, and that thing changed everything for me. I got back to YouTube. Oh man, it was just full send after a certain time when I caught up to the series. saw episodes that like really changed my life, and it really wanted me to get back out there into the world, because I was also in my life, I was not in a good place. So SpongeBob kind of got me out of that shell. That and Adventure Time, but mainly SpongeBob. Like, that was the first video I was like, I don't care how I look, I don't care how I talk, I'm just gonna go on camera, put myself out there again. And look at us 2-3 years later, just watching new SpongeBob every week, every time we get to Patrick Star's show, Kamp Koral, just getting involved in it, even making one of my best videos of all time. I may never surpass that. I may never see numbers like that again in my life, but having that happen, again, just because I just love SpongeBob, it's been ever present in my life. Me now 29 and still watching it, still loving it. There's a magic to it. There is something that's, like, that goes beyond words. Sorry if it's getting weird, like really spiritual and weird, but all that to say, obviously SpongeBob can be and have its like bad moments and bad episodes, bad runs, bad seasons, but I guess that's the thing about something you love. You kind of just accept all of it. The good, the bad, the ugly. And that's just kind of what it is for me with SpongeBob. And just because something is bad, that it doesn't mean I just totally want to disown it. Oh, this season is bad? I still love the show. This episode was horrendous, it was awful, it was gross. Okay, but next week's episode. So I suppose I just love seeing the show that I love also change, grow, evolve. Because at the end of the day, that's just what life is. We all grow, we all change, we all evolve. It's boring if we just stay in the past, stay fixated on a certain version of ourselves. Because it's great, but we need to grow. We need to also appeal to millions of others. That's how it goes. Alright guys, I've been talking for too long here. I went on a little monologue. But all that just to say, Kamp Koral is done. And there's so many projects that I'm going to work on now. So many projects. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. It's going to be non-stop working from here on out. But it's just the love, and now it's something that gets unlocked now. So we'll see what that brings us. Both for me, for you, and just the channel in general. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for watching all of Kamp Koral with me. But we must pack our bags and get out. Have to get. Alright everyone. We'll see what comes forward in the future. So, I'll see you when I see you.